A low-speed crash can be just as serious, if not more, than a high-speed crash. Low-speed crashes are more common too. What I mean by low speed is anything less than 15 miles per hour. This is just my observation based on my 8 years experience with EUCs as well as input from other riders. I myself have experienced several low-speed crashes, mostly mild to moderate, and one quite serious. I can summarize the root cause in 2 words. The root cause is false reassurance. Why are low-speed crashes more common? We tend to be less vigilant when we are riding slower. There is that sense of false reassurance that whatever happens, we will be able to run out the crash. We also tend to think that we will have enough reaction time to mitigate the crash. The false impression is that at worst scenario, our injury will be less since it is at low speed.
Nice save.
Because of that false reassurance,
Nice save, man.
we feel comfortable being distracted while riding. Some of us will whip out our phones to check social media, make or answer a phone call. That slow speed fall is analogous to a big vertical drop we see in wrestling, minus the soft floor mat replaced with hard, non-shock absorbing asphalt mixed with gravel. Imagine your head, clavicle, elbow, knees, ankles, ribs, hips taking that massive blow.
Oh, she's going way too.
That false reassurance also makes us want to take chances when we ride. It has happened to me early in my EUC experience when I felt it was safe to go over a pile of leaves when riding. That was a bad mistake. Good thing I was able to run it out. This false reassurance will also embolden us to choose a path that we would not dare while going at higher speed. As I was a few months into my EUC experience, I decided to take a more dangerous path because I was riding slower anyway. I decided to take a path that had mud and had less road resistance. At slow speed is when we are riding our smaller wheels, such as the M10-3 or recently the A2 Assassin crash. My theory is it was probably an over-torque issue, which is what happened with my M10-3. This added variable of a smaller wheel on top of the false reassurance at slow speed is a bad mix. Smaller wheels are more squarely and are easily affected by imperfect roads. Smaller wheels have also smaller batteries and smaller motors, hence higher chance of power cutout if we over-torque or demand too much. This actually happened to me when I was teaching my 10-year-old nephew on my M10-3. I got too showy and I over-torqued the wheel to cause cutout. My reflexes and wrist guards saved me, but unfortunately, my knee took the brunt of the fall. Why can low-speed crashes be more dangerous than high-speed? At a high-speed crash, we always have that momentum propelling us forward that can decrease the impact of our body weight, exerting a direct force on our body. We end up rolling forward since the momentum is so large. That rolling forward momentum can be beneficial despite the massive road rash that will occur. Hence, high-speed crashes can have less chance of a twisted ankle, cracked knee, cracked ribs, broken wrist, even traumatic brain injury, with the exception, of course, of a rapid deceleration crash by hitting a large object such as a car. Massive road rash certainly is much higher in propensity in high-speed crashes. I do agree that you can still get the same above injuries in a high-speed crash, but because of the momentum and being propelled forward, the likelihood is less. The higher kinetic energy involved in a high-speed crash is being dissipated as we are sliding or rolling on the road. So what can we do then about a low-speed crash? Learn some parkour tuck and rolls. I started doing this when I had my most serious injury. I was too distracted and had a serious pedal clip that caused my fall. As I was falling, I had enough thinking in my head to tuck my body in to prevent fracturing my wrist and elbow. Unfortunately, I didn't take into account that my ribs were well exposed. I fractured my right rib as a result. Now, if I fall sideways, I initiate a roll similar to how parkour teaches when one falls on the side. When falling, fall at a side angle to prevent injury to the ribs as well as the spine. Having a backpack can help decrease the impact of the spine too. It was fortunate that I took up parkour basics because about 8 months later, while I was doing seated riding on grass, I actually had a fall. So what can we do then about a low-speed crash? ATGAT, all the gear all the time. Wear a helmet and full face especially. Wrist guards, elbow and knee pads. Wear a motorcycle jacket to save your skin. Be more vigilant. Don't be distracted. Wear a backpack. A backpack is a poor man's spine protector. Well, that's it. Hope you learned something or at least was entertained. If you did, please like and subscribe. It would really help me grow my channel and inspire me to make more quality videos. Thanks for watching. Until next time.